Hello Aries, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Aries, this is going to be your theme of 2025. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that's you, welcome as well. I want to say thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, and commented to the channel. For those of you that have booked personal reads, donated to the channel. Those of you who made 2024 absolutely amazing for me and this channel and all the work that we do here. So thank you for all the ways that you love and support what is going on at Path of Enlightenment Tarot. So thank you. So Aries, these videos are tending to be a little bit shorter. I want to pick up on a specific theme that you may see playing out throughout 2025. You know, 2025 is a long year, right? There's always extended periods of time, obviously, and you know, just kind of picking up on what you may see. Spirit is saying it is a redundant pattern, and that word has come out quite a bit, but I think it's all for the purpose of us clearing up some things so we can move forward. And I do think that the first half of 25 is going to be about clearing out a lot of stuff so that we can really enjoy the second half of the year. As I say that, 1:11 on the clock. So there's Spirit saying there's an importance of that. So let's just kind of roll with it, see what comes up. If you're interested in personal reads, they are open. I've got to meet up with some of you. It's been wonderful over the phone. And so if you're interested, information for that is in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page, and channel memberships are open. And thank you to everybody who has joined us on that side of the community. So, all right, Aries, let's see. 2025, what is the theme, Spirit, for 2025? They're saying, I'm hearing redundant again. Rebirth, Pluto. So Pluto and Aquarius season could be very potent for you this year, which I think is going to have a big significance on a lot of people as we move through. So, you know, it gives me this impression, Aries, of it's kind of like, you know, the old soap opera, if you're old enough to remember. I don't even know if it's still on or not, As the World Turns, right? Like it's kind of evolutionary in the sense that you are starting to evolve from a pattern of limiting yourself, limiting behaviors, limiting beliefs. We'll see. And it's a 9. And this year is a 9. It's the year of the snake. And that 9 coming out right off the bat. So let's see what else. I want to say the redundant theme. The redundance. Gosh, let's see. Let's see here. Aries, for Aries in 2025. They're saying big, bold moves. It's something, is change. As I say that, there comes change. Those big, bold moves, Aries, are something that I think that you've been dreaming about. Spirit's giving me the last 2 years. So whatever has been in your focus, in the back of your head, in the back of your mind, so these moves could be, Spirit saying, international moves. They could be moves in jobs. They could be moves in the people, the environments. I really feel like this is, when I say environmental, not so much like land, water, air, sea, but the environment of which you connect with, or those that you have connected with. Some of you may make significant job changes. Your career may change, your patterns may change as far as that go. Your structures are likely to make significant movements this year as well. I will tell you that in the theme of these readings, the Pluto, the Uranus, and Taurus cultivate have come out significantly during these reads. So the redundant theme here, I guess that's kind of what Spirit's pointing at with that redundancy, is how much we are going to really shift and alter moods, environments, and Spirit saying people. So, and then transits, climate, that's been a card here the last couple of days that I've seen come out that I typically don't see come out of this deck. The idea to this, it's all nuclear with you, Aries. The point of that, Spirit is saying, is it's about you. What your world stands for, what you stand for, what you put your beliefs on. Some of you, there's going to be a lot of changes in your belief systems. If you're tied to, I'm going to say government and structures as well, but also, again, belief systems. That structure changing, you know, I'm going to show this to you. I think this is really interesting, and I think it's very important that you notice this. Underneath the deck, we've got the Venus Beloved card. You see that Venus is dead center, right? It's a circular energy in that. Pluto, Same thing, Pluto in the center of all of this. That's Spirit transiting. Thank you. Uranus, you've got that circular energy of Uranus right there in the center. And obviously planets are circular, right? And then this transit being wrapped around that circular energy dead center, which is the heart. Because when we're talking about the chakras, the heart is the bridge to the top three and the bottom three, the external, the internal. This is the heart of the matter, and that statement has come out of my mouth more often than not here in these last few reads. But it's the center, the heart of you, who you are. That beloved is the energy of Venus. It's cultivating, it's nurturing, it's embodying all things that are beautiful and create growth in our lives. And I do feel like there's a point here coming, probably in your season, Aries, that you're going to break through. You're going to have this big breakthrough that goes, I'm ready. I'm ready for this significant change. And it's kind of like, watching a rocket ship take off, like 1, 2, 3, or the countdown is 3, 2, 1, boom, blast off. Like, you're getting ready to up level in a lot of places in the world, in yourself, in your environments, that I don't think a lot of people are quite prepared for. And this could be in multifaceted ways, right? This doesn't have to be in one specific area of life, because you think about it, when one part of our life changes with great significance, oftentimes other big parts are to follow that as well. So just know that anything that feels circular or even like, I've used the idea of tornadoes, right? Like the eye of the tornado, the eye of the hurricane in the past. You are at the center of everything that is going on around you, and realizing that a lot of it is a lot of chaos, a lot of it is unnecessary, a lot of it is people, places, things that have created more Spirit's using the terms egoic rules. It's like, you got to be this way, you got to do it that way. We are coming out of this period of time that, again, we're leaving the idea of water and air, or water and earth behind, moving into air and fire over the next how many years, with all these changes that are happening astrologically. We're changing the practicality of it all. We're changing the idea of what grounds us, what is stable, what does stable look like. And it's no longer about the tangible things, it's about the feeling, it's about genuine happiness and peace. I apologize, the dog is whining because the cat is antagonizing her. Surprise, surprise. So let's jump in here, Aries, and I apologize for the congestion. We are snowed in, so between going out in the cold air and coming back in, hey, enough. That's it's doing a whole thing to my body today. So, all right, let's see here. What else? Pluto. 2 of Cups, again, connections. It's leaning into something that is more harmonious. Some of you, in regards to partnerships in your life that are maybe romantic, marriages, things of that nature, there is some kind of balance that is being restored in some ways. Like, you may be finding that some parts of your life are more compatible than others. If you've had, Spirit's saying, long lost family members. So maybe, I don't know, like a distant cousin or an old friend. Some of you could be having a reconnection with these people. I think these are people, Aries, that have just kind of, it's like you grow up, right? We leave high school, we'll say we had those close high school friends. You grow up, you go off, you make new connections, you go to different colleges, you go to different places in the world, and you just lose touch because life happens. Some of you could be coming back into, I don't even know if I want to say alignment, but just reconnecting with these individuals. For others of you, Spirit is addressing that some of these reconnection points have to do with past lives. So these are people that you may run into, meet, somehow start some kind of connection with, and you're like, boy, this is really familiar to me. There's a reason, because something of a previous cycle in another lifetime is coming back around at this point. Some of you, Spirit is saying, will be these dynamics with these people or souls will be tumultuous. For others of you, you're going to have to do some shadow work through those things as well. And then for others of you, it's going to be a beautiful reconnection, that you're finally standing in the logic of what brought it together. And I don't know exactly what that means. It's going to be different for all of you. But this may come as a surprise. It may happen rather quickly with that Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, for some of you, Ace of Swords, there's the clarity, there's the truth. There's things unseen here with this Moon card, Pisces, Cancer energy. Not being fully sure of yourself, Spirit is giving me when it comes to this, because it does become a new challenge, right? It's a new way of thinking. I talked about that air energy. It's what makes, I don't want to say that it's what makes sense, but it's what is determined as fact as well. So you could be dealing with things as well when it comes to other people, that it's like you're getting out of any illusionary energy, which we've seen with this Pisces stuff going on, that it's no longer about what we thought it was or what we wanted to perceive it to be, but what the fact of the matter is with something as well. Because, you know, that Ace of Swords to me is kind of like cutting that Moon energy, going, things will be illuminated. We add that 18 and the 1, that's a 19, which is the Sun card. So there's a truth that is becoming victorious in anything that has been in a state of confusion or illusion, maybe with yourself or with situations around you as well. It's time for clarity to arrive, Spirit is saying. And so that takes us into Pisces season, as I say that, right? So February 19th is Pisces season. So just expect some more clarity to come through right prior to your zodiac or zodiacal time for you, if I'm putting that in the right terms. So, and I said about moving quickly, there's the 8 of Wands to kind of clarify that there will be some news or information. Again, this could just be meeting up with somebody and quick communication happens. A lot of texting, a lot of information coming through. But I think that the point of all of this, Aries, is that this is going to be the setup. Again, that first half of the year is going to be some challenges to set us up for what is to come for the remainder of the year, for peace. Spirit saying beauty. 9 of Swords. Some of you could, again, I told you, it could feel tumultuous. Some of you have had premonition to this person or this situation taking place. Some of you, I'm going to clarify before I go any further. A couple different storylines here. We got some Gemini energy here. Venus showing up as well with this I said Gemini energy, and there comes the Lover's card. Some of you could have significant Gemini placements in your chart, is how that feels, more than you're dealing with a Gemini at this time. But you think about Gemini, it's a duality, right? It's, could I have done more? I feel good, I don't feel good. It's this back and forth sort of energy. Stop questioning what you know to be true. And it's kind of like, and there's Gemini again with the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Cups here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, doesn't have to be. But it's like, this is an ending of the things that you thought were, right? We talk about that Moon energy. You're getting clarity around, I feel like these are social circles, Aries. This could be work situations as well. And, you know, I want to tell you too, when I started to do these themes of 2025, I did one for you. No matter what I did, no matter what I tried, it would not upload. So I was like, just drop it. We'll come back to it. And you're next to the last here to get this. And there may be a reason for that. And I cannot remember exactly what came out in that read for you when I did do it. But I do remember, in part, that idea of those around you really seeing through the intention of why they're there. So, you know, I feel like somebody at some point was leaning on you for something specific, but this is also now about becoming your personal fulfillment of matters too. And pardon the birds, they are pretty loud this morning. There comes that Knight of Wands. Don't rush back into anything, even if it is of the past. Spirit is asking you and advising you to take your time with people, places, things, jobs, environments, whatever it might be. Because, you know, what may start out as something that looks stellar may end up disappointing you in the long run. There could be a fear around the fact that it might disappoint you. You're going to have to use your discernment. This Uranus change, Chariot. Some of you could be traveling, right? I talked about some moves, and there's that Chariot card. But this is also about self-control. Picking the right direction, putting those plans into action for yourself. And trusting in divine faith as it happens. The Chariot doesn't hold reins. He's on the cart. He's letting the horses ride. 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords. This is putting the past behind you. I talked about specifically that breakthrough, and there it is. The momentum to keep moving forward. Understand, if you are leaving a position, you could have been, if you're working for somebody and you're not entrepreneurial, if you were working for someone, they may be upset that you're leaving because you were kind of like their cash cow. This is a disconnect from benefiting other people before you benefit yourself. So, you know, this is the rite of passage. Like you've done your time. Maybe some of you in institutions, unfortunately. For some of you, it's in relationships. For some of you, it's been in jobs. But this is the point where you're like, you know, there's a lot of, it just feels like a lot of chaos, Aries, around a particular area of your life. And Spirit's saying one specific, where it's been continuous disappointments. Spirit is asking you to let these things go in the first half of 25. The ends, the 9s. You have 2 9s here right off the bat. And they're asking for you to release that and understand that embracing this change is going to lead to your long-term happiness. The Star and the 3 of Wands. Like, the waiting period is coming to an end because you have given great consideration and weight to not just yourself, but what it looks like on the outside is what Spirit is saying. So it's like, you know, how does my behavior impact other people? And starting to plant those seeds. And I think I said this for, I think a couple of the signs. Not everybody's going to be happy with the movements that you make when it no longer benefits them, right? That's all about boundaries. Implementing those boundaries and going, I've invested enough time, energy, and resources into this. Another 9, Aries. Big endings. Another 9. The 9 of Swords twice here. Do I choose myself or do I choose others? Do I choose this path or do I choose me? Choose you every time, Aries. The right people, the right jobs, the right places, the right situations will always come along. Choose you first. Picking you first could feel really difficult. Keep yourselves, for some of you, this is a minute group of you, keep yourself out of those situations that can lead to, Spirit saying karmic trouble, but I'm also seeing it as legal trouble. Stay away from people who enjoy a fight. Whether this is physically, unfortunately, because there are people out there like that, right? If this is people that like to argue, who like to be right, who like to be in their ego, disconnect from your ego. You know, remain balanced, remain calm, and I do think that your focus here is about your stability and your happiness. Just trying to remain Spirit put together throughout these changes that are coming. And I do think that overall, like, again, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your sleep schedule, pay attention to the last thoughts that you have before you close your eyes at night and go to sleep. Think about the first thoughts that you're having in the morning. Are they good? Are they healthy? Are they productive for something that is going to benefit you in the long run? But I do think that you ultimately are on a way forward that releases you from these past energies of the lack of return on investment, Spirit is saying. So again, that could be energy, could be money, could be lots of things. Let's see this transit. The Devil. Temptation, vices. I feel like the big thing here is the pessimism that comes in with that card in the Hermit. Another 9. You've got 4 9s here, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you've got 5 9s sitting here. Those are big endings leading to success. Temptation, again, it's asking for a balance between your divine feminine, and it's asking for a balance of that with your divine masculinity or masculine energy. Temptation, I don't think, it's like if you have been through something in the past, which I'm sure you have, Aries, that has really provoked you, and Spirit saying provoked you in unhealthy ways. There are moments where you are going back and you're thinking about those times and going, was it worth what I dealt with? Was it worth going through all of these things in the past? Because I don't want to redo this. I don't want it to be redundant, right? And you know that significant progress is going to show the way forward for you. It's like, take all the little wins that you can get and remind yourself why you're going in the direction that you're going. Staying out of this energy that has plagued you. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Capricorn. And I will say, you got Virgo, Capricorn, and Cancer here. It's possible for some of you that somebody may be coming back around telling you that they have done some inner work as well. No. It reminds me of somebody who maybe cheated. And this is just an example, right? In the past, and they've tamed their ways, right? They've gotten past that point in their life. They're doing better now. Take me back. I won't say once a cheat, always a cheat, right? We all have indiscrepancies and make mistakes, or need to have a learning curve for whatever reason, all in different ways. But I don't feel, does this person mean they really changed here? I think that this person has, I think they have had some moments of understanding. I can't help but tell you that I don't feel like it's long lasting though. It might be glorious for a little while. They may tempt you. I will tell you to stay the course for yourself. They're likely to fall back into their traditional viewpoints of how they've done things. And yet another 9, 6 nines on the table, 6 and 9, yin yang, masculine, feminine energy. They're talking about balancing that with the moon on the bottom. You're really going to have to deal with the duality and the shadow side of yourself that kind of comes up knocking, right? It's like the angel devil aspects that pop up on your shoulder. Which one are you going to listen to? Same thing with some of the people that you're dealing with throughout 25, Aries, is they may appear to be better, but you're going to have to discern if they're in it for the long haul and not just for a little while. Like, are they going to stay the course? I had a conversation yesterday with somebody, and that was a lot of what we talked about. Like, when we choose this path, how long do we stay on it? You know, it's the spiritual side, the egoic side, however you want to word that. How long do we stay in that change? Are we going to continue to move forward, or do we fall off the wagon and go back to where we started from? It's always about free will and personal choice. So you're going to do a lot of discerning this year of these past situations, because things are going to pop up that are going to remind you of those. Others of you, this is about you. This is about you implementing those changes. And when I see these 6 nines, like, that to me is a universal, everything in your world is changing. But what I do like about it is, Aries, is I do think that you are balancing it all out pretty well within yourself. Some of you, I think, are going to come to really tough decisions around partnerships, relationships, that you may leave. Spirit's saying leave and go back home for a little while. I don't know what that's about specifically, but it's going to require strength and action. Make sure you're grounding your energy, because you're ready for this. You were born for whatever this is. You're ready to go through this. Be prepared. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of talking, a lot of meetings. Some of you could be doing business meetings, picking new people to collaborate with, work with. Again, a lot of you could be changing job sectors as well. Like, I don't know, that's been coming up for you guys for a while, changing job sectors, because, and again, discerning, not enough here, that these soulmates that have been a part of your life for some time, they no longer, I could say they no longer resonate, but it's an outdated way of connecting with others, and that's going to start to change here significantly for you in 25. Don't be afraid of what you don't know. Spirit is asking you to put, as long as you're pushing through, and not coming in with resistance, but also just putting in the work. The new beginnings and new opportunities, probably around April, May, are going to start to show themselves to you. But it's going to be about what hits home to your heart and what you know to be true. I feel like some of you too who may have just joined the spiritual journey, you could have people in your life right now that you're like, oh, well, maybe they will change or do something different so that they can stay a part of my journey. Remember that not everybody is willing to catch up to where you are. Not everybody is willing to put in that work. Spirit, I stand alone. You may feel like you stand alone, and I'm going to tell you, this journey, you'll spend a lot of time alone. But when you get to be in that space of aloneness and you get to know yourself, again, the right things, the right people, the right energies, the right vibrations, they all join you where you are in your timeline. It's not going back to meet people on their lower vibrational. It's for you to up-level yourself. So I hope this was helpful to you, Aries. Again, like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you all, and it helps to get the messages out to everybody else that needs to hear these as well. Personal reads are open and available. Description box below, about section of the page for that email. Sending you all so much love. Best of everything for you in 2025. Keep doing the work on yourself. It will pay off. Don't let your mind run away with you. Okay? Sending you all so much love. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.